What's the most entitled thing a stranger said to you that still makes your blood boil? I was 7 months pregnant, standing in the grocery store checkout line when a woman in her 50s cut directly in front of me, not subtly. She literally stepped between me and the conveyor belt, unloading her cart like I didn't exist. "Excuse me," I said, one hand on my aching back. I was next in line. She didn't even turn around. "I'm in a hurry." The cashier looked uncomfortable but said nothing. The other customers suddenly found their phones fascinating. "I understand, but I've been waiting." She whipped around, eyes scanning me from head to toe with pure disgust. "You're young. You can stand. Some of us have actual responsibilities." I was 32, working full-time as an ER nurse, and my swollen feet were screaming. But apparently, growing a human didn't count as responsibility. Before I could respond, she turned back to the cashier. "Ring me up quickly." Something in me snapped. I'd spent the last week working double shifts. I'd been on my feet for 14 hours yesterday, helping save a man's life. I pulled out my phone and started recording. "Ma'am," I said loudly, "can you repeat what you just said about me being young?" Her head snapped around, face reddening when she saw the camera. "Stop that right now." "Why? You seemed confident 30 seconds ago." The cashier froze mid-scan. Other customers were now openly watching. "I said I'm in a hurry," the woman hissed. "Turn that off." "And I said I was in line first. But you decided your time was more valuable than mine because I'm pregnant and can stand." A man behind me spoke up. "She's right. You cut in front of her." The woman's face went from red to purple. "You entitled millennials think you deserve special treatment for everything. Getting pregnant doesn't make you special." "You're right," I said quietly. "Being pregnant doesn't make me special. But basic human decency should apply to everyone." The store manager appeared. "Is there a problem here?" The woman immediately shifted tactics, voice dripping with false sweetness. "This girl is harassing me with her phone. I was simply trying to check out." After cutting in front of her, the man behind me added, "We all saw it." The manager looked at me, then at my belly, then at the woman. "Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to go to the back of the line." Her mouth fell open. "Excuse me? Do you know who I am?" "I don't, actually, but I know our store policy is first come, first served." She sputtered, grabbed her purse, and stormed toward the exit, abandoning her groceries entirely. "You'll be hearing from my lawyer," she shouted. As the cashier rang up my items, my hands were shaking. Not from fear, but from rage I'd been holding back. The man behind me patted my shoulder. Some people peaked in high school and never recovered. I drove home replaying the encounter. What bothered me most wasn't the cutting in line. It was the assumption that my time, my pain, my existence mattered less because of my age. 2 weeks later, I went into early labor. Complications, emergency C-section. Our daughter spent 12 days in the NICU. During one of those endless nights beside her incubator, I thought about that woman, about her rushed afternoon, her important plans, her complete lack of empathy. My daughter is 3 now, healthy and wild. Sometimes I still think about that grocery store, about standing there, exhausted and hurting, being told I didn't matter. I never posted that video, but I kept it as a reminder that cruelty often comes dressed as inconvenience, and that standing up for yourself, even when your voice shakes, is always worth it.